All right, everybody worldwide, you're now tuned into DangerVision, and I'm your host, Tom Danger. And this week in the building we have, from the West Coast, Tyler the Creator with his current release, Cherry Bomb. You know how we do it, so let's get right into it. Is it going to be a classic, or are we going to pass it? What I enjoyed most about this album is listening to the musical influence of a lot of people from the 90s. Like I can definitely hear the Neptunes in there, definitely hear the Wu-Tang in there, definitely hear Tribe Called Quest in there, and it just drew me in because sonically it just sounds different from everything else that is currently popping. But the album has a particular flow to it to where, you know, it starts out kind of rough and dark, and then it gets very melodic, and then it gets almost like death metal, and it takes you on a ride. But what's also kind of cool about Tyler is that when you listen to him in interviews, he's almost the opposite of what he presents in his music. Whereas it's very sort of aggressive and in your face. When you listen to him in interviews, he comes across as highly intelligent, and I really dig that about him. 13 tracks on the album. The track Smuckers, when it's Kanye, you know, Lil Wayne and himself. Kanye didn't really get busy on that track, but when him and Wayne was flipping the bars back to back, it was crazy. F and Young, another dope track on there. And I really had to listen to this album for about a good 3 weeks before I really did a review on it, because I didn't want to fall into the hype. You know, it sonically is something that I can dig and that I'm into. But I wanted to make sure it was real and that I just wasn't feeling something of the past. But this is definitely current. And with that said, this week's review is definitely going to be a classic. But as always, we want to know what you think. Subscribe to the channel. And with that being said, let's go into a video. Blah, blah.